So, I mean, if him without sin, he fell. What chance did the rest of us really have? It's amazing. So, yes, if y'all want to go on and just give away one of the most precious things y'all have, and yes, that was one of the worst things about feminism. It's too many things. I can't even get one point out before I start the next point. Good energy. Good energy. All right. Okay. Here we go. Getting character.
Okay. Welcome
to the J&O Show.
Where we talk about
things that we were never told. I'm Jay.
And I'm O.
And now you know.
If you guys are new to our channel, please make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Make sure you turn on those post notifications so you can know when we upload, because you never want to miss an episode. Also, if you guys are new here and you have ideas for show topics, go ahead and drop them down below in the comments section and write #nextshow so that way we can easily filter through and give you more of what you want. All right, so today, guys, we are actually going to be reacting to the lead attorney, and this video is entitled "Women Should Make Men Wait at Least 3 Months," part 3. This is part 3, so there's other parts to this. I don't even know if I want to say anything just yet.
I don't.
We just gonna go ahead and play the video and react to it, you guys.
Go.
You know, you're going to have to wait and do it, you know, how I want to do it, or not at all. And that's the problem with the city.
You're talking about waiting for sex?
Yeah, like I'm wanting to wait for that. I want to get to know you more as a person. I want to make sure, like I said, I want to make sure I'm not just meeting your representative and you're telling me everything I want to hear just because you want to hit it. And then you hit it and quit it.
Right.
So I'm trying to be like, okay, I'm 48 years old. There should be people out here that's the same age as me, which I've...
First thing I noticed about this video. Okay. She said she's 48. That's the first thing I noticed about this video. Part of the reason why she's thinking the way she's thinking is because she's 48. And she has to go back into the dating market. That's why. That's why this is happening right here. Both what they're saying and the reaction. Now, because of the way we did it, you're probably not going to see the faces that the other people are making.
Bruh.
met that would want to do the same thing, you know, but they're not. They're like, no, if you ain't trying to give it now, then in the beginning they're like, oh yeah, I'll wait. Oh, that's fine, it's cool. Then as time goes on, like a month, they're like, okay, why you ain't gave me that?
Okay. So yeah, because a month is not long enough for you guys to really know each other. How long do you think is sufficient? How long do you think a man should wait?
3 months. And I told my daughters 3 months.
Okay. Let me get this straight though. All right. All right.
So hey,
I want to be nice about it. All right. Let me get this straight. All right. God damn. I don't know how Kevin does it. I can't do it. 3 months. All right. You want a man to wait. All right. This is gonna sound harsh. All right, but I'm just gonna tell you kind of how men think of it. You're 48 years old. All right, and you want a man to wait 3 months for a 48-year-old?
No. That was my standard before. Like I said, I told my daughters, when you said, what's a good time to wait? Back when I was going through that, when I was going through my dating phase, it was 3 months. Now I'm looking for stability, consistency. You know, I'm looking for different things now at 48. So yeah, we may do something earlier than that because, you know, we're way older now. I'm almost 50 years old. But
Bruh.
I was trying so hard to just see where this was going. You have anything you want to say?
Low-key, I'm waiting patiently because I want to hear what their rebuttal is to what she just said.
I don't look it, I don't feel it, I don't act it. So that means I wouldn't mind. But beforehand, I felt like, okay, I'm this queen. You know, this person should wait on me. This should happen. You know, in my early 40s and things like that, and it wasn't happening. So then I had to kind of, as I got older, I had to kind of conform what my expectations were of somebody.
Okay, so when did the as you got older, the 3-month window started shortening? Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And at what age did it start shortening?
I would say like 42. It was like 42.
Okay. So now at 48 in Wichita, let's say 48, 50, not just you, but just in general, what is what's the going window now for a 48, 50-year-old? How long do you guys make men wait now?
It depends on the person, their personality, all that good stuff, you know, yada, yada, yada. But,
okay, I tried. So,
oh my gosh. Bruh.
Okay. There's so much going on in this video. So, okay, we've already established I'm old-fashioned. Call it what you will. All right, I guess. I don't know. The issue that we're running into is society has made sex a non-factor.
It doesn't matter.
That in itself is a problem. And when I say they've made it a non-factor, is that they have commercialized it so much to where they have taken the value out of what sex is, and they make it seem as though, oh, like you're just going shopping. Like, oh, well, let me try this, let me try that, let me try you.
Bruh.
Like, do we not understand that when you are becoming one with someone, because that's what you're doing, regardless of whether or not people want to believe it or take it that far, be like, oh, it's not that serious, sis, blah, blah, blah. No, it is.
Bruh.
Okay? When you are making yourself one with a person, that is the closest connection that you can make with an individual, period. Why do people think that it's okay for you to give that up in a very short amount of time? When sis said 3 months, like the reactions that they all had on their face was just like,
gasp.
I'm like, so 3 months is too long for a guy to wait?
Yes.
For a woman that could potentially, because my thing is, what is the purpose? Why are you dating? Okay, so if you're dating just to date, then no, sis should not be giving it up to you in 3 months, because if she's dating because she said she has goals, she's trying to find a life partner, she's trying to get married. So no, she shouldn't be giving up to somebody who is just dating and who is not trying to be in a seriously committed relationship that's going to end in marriage. So yes, women need to take their time and figure out whether or not this person is worthy. Yes, I understand we human. Sometimes we slip and fall and everything like that. I get that. But why are we making it seem as though it's a problem to hold on to that? We've said it before, and I'll say it again in our videos. Women, we hold the key to sex. Men hold the key to relationship, right? If we hold the key to sex as women, which I know this is probably never gonna happen, but you know what I'm saying? As women, I think women, we need like reprogramming or something like that when it comes to the things that we hold value to. Like if we stopped giving it up to guys within 3, 4, 5 months, whatever the case may be, without having some type, and I know, like I said, I'm old fashioned, so I know that there's people out there who are just like, you know, they're not going to wait until they get married. For me personally, that's ideal. Like you shouldn't, I personally don't feel as though you should be giving it up to anybody unless this is the person that you're going to be spending the rest of your life with. And you don't know that unless you've actually crossed the finish line. Like you've actually gotten to that, you know, to that point. But this brings up the whole, you know, whether or not you're going to be dating for 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12, you know what I'm saying, months or years. Like I said, why are we dating? What is the purpose of us dating? If we just dating just to be dating, and like I said, I'm gonna try you and I'm gonna try you like this a buffet. Like, why are we playing with sex like it's something so frivolous? Like, you can create life by doing that. You understand what I'm saying? And like I said before, you are coming together, making yourself one with somebody, you're peer bonding with them and building this type of connection with this person. And people, they just take it and just act like it's nothing. Like, oh, it's not a big deal. Oh, well, you gave it up to this person. Why you can't give it up to this person? Really? Really, y'all? Really? Okay, I'm sorry.
Yo,
I was trying to wait.
All right, so look. There are so many things I want to say. I ain't gonna have time in this video to say everything I want to say on this subject. It's just not happening. Look, I'm kicking the camera too. Sorry. She said some very interesting things. I'm gonna just lay out some ground rules that I operate on automatically, just period. If you call yourself a Christian in this conversation, and you call yourself a Christian, number one, you shouldn't be talking about sex until you get married. That's biblical. That's not a church thing. That's not a people thing.
That's a Bible.
It's a Bible thing. And you as a Christian, if you call yourself a Christian, that is what you hold yourself accountable to.
The Bible.
Not the people, not your pastor, the Bible. Okay? So it doesn't even matter what denomination you are at this point. Okay? So if you do it and you call yourself a Christian, first of all, stop disrespecting Jesus Christ by calling on his name and saying that you represent him when you go and represent things that he said are explicitly wrong. Stop doing that. Just stop. What you want to do is fine. To be honest, I'm serious. What you want to do is fine. It might not get you to heaven, but it's fine on this here disgusting dirt ball we call Earth. It's fine. You can do whatever you want to do. I can do whatever I want to do. I do not claim Christianity. I feel that it would be disrespectful to Jesus Christ. Not to my denomination, not to my pastor, not to the people. To Jesus Christ. That is the only person I hold myself accountable to. Right? I don't call myself a Christian because I don't do the things necessary to say that I represent what Christ-like is. Because that's what a Christian is. So if you're a Christian in this conversation, that is your finish. When you get married, you have sex. Anything you do outside of that is deadly wrong. Period. Point blank, period. I don't care what your church says. I don't care what your pastor says. I don't care what your family says. If you call on the name of Christ, Jesus Christ, and his words say that it's wrong. Period.
Well.
No, oh, we're human. Oh, wait, yes, we are human. You sinned. And if you don't repent, you're going to hell.
Bruh.
But every time you do it, it's wrong. Period. Like there is no weaseling out of it and all of that other stuff. So if you're a Christian in this conversation, I'm not even talking to y'all because you guys already have a standard, right? That's the thing about having a standard that exists outside of yourself, right? It doesn't matter what you do and what you decide this week or that. Because when she was younger, she had all of these standards, and when she got older, they changed. That's the thing about us. We change constantly. We evolve, whether for good or for bad, right? So there's that. Number two, one thing me and her have talked about repeatedly on this channel. Repeatedly, we talked about it, and it ain't gonna change no time soon. We repeatedly have sat here and we talked about it. It doesn't make sense what the manosphere is saying, because the manosphere is not a monolith. So there are so many different people coming from different directions on this. But one thing is for sure, men in general, manosphere or not, would rather have a woman that has not slept with a bunch of people.
Facts.
If you're having sex with somebody 2 weeks in, you might have a high body count because a lot of those relationships are not going to work out, period. Right? That's also the issue of dating. Me and my wife have been wondering, should we even do dating anymore? Like when like the dating apps, you know, people in like New York, Miami, California, Atlanta, we talk about them all the time because they live a completely different lifestyle than most people. They interact with so many more people than the rest of us that their experience in almost everything is different. We can't judge our lives. The other 95% of the country can't judge the rest of our lives based on what these top 10 cities do, because their experience is entirely different.
Right.
We've been wondering if dating is even worth it, because getting to know somebody that you have zero interactions with and then you see them, they're attractive, and you start dating them, you really are learning them from nothing. As opposed to dating within a circle of people that you are around consistently. You have an idea of who the person is. You might have connections to their families. That brings in accountability. They can't treat you any old kind of way.
Right.
That's how she and I got together, right? I'm wondering if we should just toss dating because of this mess. How are you going to be sleeping with somebody after only being with them for under a month? The majority of those relationships are not going to become your husband. Your body count is going up, which makes you less attractive to the dating market of men everywhere.
Right.
But the expectation is for you to sleep with all of these guys. First date, if they can get it. Let me tell you something.
Bruh.
As a man, we would love all y'all to do it on the first date. I'm just being honest. The walls are amazing. And once you have tasted of this fruit, ask Adam. You will give up the world.
Bruh.
It don't even matter. Like
It doesn't matter.
I mean, God could have just gave him somebody else. It could have even been better. He was like, nah. So, I mean, if him without sin, he fell. What chance did the rest of us really have? It's amazing. So, yes, if y'all want to go on and give away one of the most precious things y'all have, and yes, that was one of the worst things about feminism. It's too many things. I can't even get one point out before I start the next point. That's one of the bad things about feminism, that they attached the idea that sex is just a thing and it's not of value.
Right.
My personality is of value.
Right.
Pair bonding, y'all. Now we talking about folk that want to get married. Now, this is a PSA to people that want to get married. This is not a PSA for the rest of you that are just dating. It may not even be a PSA for people in those cities because y'all experience is just completely different. And so dating for y'all is date, get a circle of people and date within your circle so that there's some accountability when they do some bull.
Right.
You're dating somebody that you have zero attachment to. They don't have any reason. They have no, what's the word I'm looking for? Incentives. They have zero incentives to treat you with any amount of dignity or respect.
Yeah.
Maybe, let me back up off the camera. Hold on. They have no reason. For what? They don't know you from Adam. They have no accountability. They don't know anybody that know you. You ain't attached to their families. Nobody's gonna say anything.
Yeah. Unless you lucked out on a decent human being.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like, and even with that whole lucking out on a decent human being thing, what if you already done slept with him? Like, you already slept with him. You've already started to bond. Like what? I know this ain't gonna be popular for the manosphere. It's probably not gonna be popular for the womanosphere. Some feminist movements. Ain't none of y'all gonna like us for this video.
It just is what it is. It's the truth.
But we talking to folk that want to get married and want to have families. Because a lot of people want that, but they're doing all of the wrong things to achieve their goal.
And don't understand why.
And don't understand why you're not getting what it is. Because
you tripping.
Like you get to the point that you can't pair bond anymore.
That's a problem.
Guess what? It's not going to be a problem like when they finally meet somebody, right? It might not be a problem at first.
Okay.
But what y'all don't understand is as life happens once you're married, you also have to think about 10, 20, 30 years from now. Let me tell you something. Being able to pair bond with your partner will help you 15 years down the line. Y'all having a little issue, y'all not feeling things in the relationship is sort of here, going and having sex with your partner, you can still pair bond. Might actually help you guys get to a point where you can have a conversation after you've connected.
Right.
And we have these conversations from all of these people who are not married.
Bruh.
Who ended up getting divorced.
Check your sources, y'all. Check your sources.
Like, can they have valuable information? Yes. I'm not saying that somebody who been divorced or not married can't have valuable information. But can they tell me about 20, 30 years down into the marriage and you're still making it work and these things that we're throwing out into the garbage start to matter now? Because I can tell you from personal experience, being able to pair bond has helped us to have conversations. Mm-hmm. It brings your guard down.
Yup.
And here's the thing. It's there for a reason. Your responsibility is to figure out how to use it to your advantage.
Right.
It can be to your disadvantage if you just giving it up to everybody and falling in love with everybody you sleep with within 2 weeks and then they all dumping you.
Yep.
Of course it's going to have a negative effect. You haven't learned to use it. And because the information was not available to you, you didn't even know. You didn't even think about it. Mm-hmm. Neither did I.
True.
Let's just be 100. I didn't either. These are things that I figured out later on. And I want to pass some of these things on to you as my marriage is happening. Because it's like, dang, I didn't even think that it was that important. Mm-hmm. I was just trying to get every piece of beautiful tail that I could get.
Bruh.
The only thing that really saved me is because I had enough integrity to not be lying and to not be finding like weaseling ways into getting stuff to happen. Mm-hmm. And for me, I only ended up doing things with the girl that I was like not even dating. Like we were actually usually
in a relationship.
90% of the time we were in a relationship before I did anything. That's just the way it fell. It's not like, no, because I had opportunities to do stuff with women that I didn't have relationships, and I turned them all down.
Bruh.
Wow. That is, I never really thought about that. I think it's like, what? Only twice. And they were when I was like young. Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna tell y'all how young. But it was when I was young that I did stuff with people that I wasn't like with. Like that's my girlfriend. Mm-hmm. Dang, I was just in a really unique situation there. I'm just, I understand. I know that was different. But dang, wow. But in the end, that my ability, the fact that I didn't spread myself out so much made it so that I could pair bond with my wife. That it matters to us, that we can open up a certain type of relationship. It's just so many things. I still have more to say and I have to stop because I'm looking at the timer. It's so much. We really are gonna eventually we're gonna do longer form as our platform grows. We're gonna do longer form videos so that we can get more in depth into these conversations, and we're definitely gonna invite people. Maybe we're gonna do some Instagram stuff where we can invite people to have discourse with us back and forth, so that y'all could. Because a lot of us just don't understand the importance of certain things. Mm-hmm. A lot of times you'll have your pastor preaching a certain thing and you don't know why.
True.
You know what I'm saying? True. And he might not even know why. He's like, look, it's in the Bible, so I'm just run with it. A lot of these things have reasons, y'all. And we don't see it now because you're young and you're stupid.
It's all right. We was young and stupid too.
It's just a part of being young. We all just stupid. And when we get older, we be like, oh, that's why you were saying that? Oh, snap. I just never. Of course you didn't know. And the bad part is the older ones are not passing it on. And when they do, you old and you don't know what you're talking about. You just saying that because you can't get out here and do what you're doing. No, it's because I figured it out. Mm. It's just, unfortunately, my body's falling apart at the same time. But, well, y'all men know it don't really. You ain't never too old.
Really? Anywho,
this was long-winded. I know. I was talking a lot, and I still ain't done. That's the worst part. I still got more to say. I have to stop myself. Go ahead, you get in the video.
I was gonna say we only listened to maybe 2 minutes of this clip.
Yeah.
We'll make sure we leave the link to the actual video, so if you guys want to check it out, you can, the full video. But it's really sad that we live in a society where, like I said, sex is just a thing. Like most people don't have any type of value for it, because when you say you want to hold on to it, they look at you like you're crazy. And I'm just like, what in the world happened? Like, what type of world are we living in right now? I don't.
You know what else happened that I didn't think about?
What?
Sex has been being interfered with for a very long time, and they were talking about birth control and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Some of that stuff probably adds to a lower sense of being able to pair bond, because a condom literally separates you.
True.
So, I mean, it's just a lot.
Yeah.
That was just something I just thought of. I was like, So,
all the more reason why you should save it for your spouse. Anyway, comment down below and let us know what you guys think. Do you agree? Disagree? Pretty sure there's a lot of people who disagree with us. That's all right. Go ahead and tell us your thoughts down at the bottom. All right, we welcome them.
Yes.
But that's gonna wrap it up for today's episode.
Please pass around the offering plate.
Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Subscribing is the offering plate. So yes, hit that subscribe button.
Yes, drop some bills in there.
Yeah, go ahead and hit that subscribe button.
Yes.
Share this.
Yes, please.
All right. And we'll be back next week. Until then, deuces.
Press the off button.